What is up, everybody? It is just a lovely early afternoon in May, and I'm out for a ride, enjoying this weather. I mean, this is an extremely mild May afternoon. We're talking, it is like May 20th. I believe the date is, we're talking about close to mid to late May. And usually, if I was going for a early afternoon ride this time of year, I would be sweating up a storm. But it is really nice, 72 degrees right now, and I don't want to stop riding. I've been out for a little while now, and it's just been perfect. So enough about the weather. Today I've come to talk to you for a reason. And that reason is to follow up with you guys on one of my past videos. I've talked to you a little bit about, in the past, about purchasing a bike for that one gal, my wife. And the search is still on for that. Now, one of the considerations that I gave was to purchase a motorcycle, to trade in the old Fat Bob here. And it's funny that I say old Fat Bob, because I've had the Fat Bob for less than a year. But to turn in the old Fat Bob and buy two Sportsters, or maybe a Sportster and a Street 750 or Street 500. But after getting some great feedback from some of my subscribers and some of my viewers, I've kind of backed off that idea. One of my viewers, who is also a friend of mine, mentioned that I've already put so much work into this bike and I haven't had it for very long, so I should just I should reconsider. I should not actually sell the bike and purchase two smaller bikes. So I have actually come to the conclusion that that is the correct route. That is the correct route to go, is to hold on to this bike. And, you know, after thinking it over a little bit longer, and it wasn't a compulsive thing, because I was, you know, throwing an idea out that I had, and it's an idea that I've had for a little bit, so it wouldn't have been a compulsive thing to do, and I'd like to jump on opportunities when they arise. There was an opportunity for me to buy a couple Sportsters and trade this bike in at the place that I purchased this bike. So actually decided not to do it. We're gonna hold on to the Fat Bob here, and what my long-term plans are right now, besides motorcycles, is to buy a house. And I want to do that first before we buy another motorcycle, because right now we live in an apartment, and two motorcycles would definitely take up our parking spot. Right now we managed to get my bike and our car into our covered parking spot, which is great, because the bike gets covered and so does our car. But felt like I should just wait to get another bike before we get another house. Now that doesn't mean that we're not going to go get my wife her M1. Doesn't mean we're not going to let my wife roll out and try my bike to get started. This is quite a bit of bike for a new rider, but at the same time, I think that Harley-Davidson does a good job with their cruisers. And even though they have a lot of power, it's linear power, and you don't get all that power at once. So it's not like you get off the throttle or you get off the clutch, and all of a sudden you've got all the power at once, and it just, you know, jerks you off the bike maybe. She definitely, and a lot of the other feedback that I got was, you know, if your wife doesn't want to do this isn't something that she wants to do, then you shouldn't do it, which is buy two bikes for the one trade-in. And that was not the case at all. My wife is very interested in riding. When we talk about it, I can see how excited she is. I can hear it in her voice. I know this is something that I want to do and something that we're going to eventually do. So what's going to end up happening is she'll probably get her M1, and we'll likely just go out and find her an older bike that she can feel confident if she were to, you know, freak out or to maybe get into a turn or park the bike and have it fall over on her. You know, we're not going to worry about that. So we're just going to make it the easiest for her. You're already out in the intersection, might as well go. Thanks, Grandma. Sorry, that was rude. So that is where we stand with my wife and getting her motorcycle for her. It's definitely in the plans. Maybe not as soon as I might have hoped, but who knows? Again, like I said, I'm a guy who likes to seize opportunities. If there's a bike out there that would be perfect for her first bike that we see, you know, that'll definitely speed things up, especially if it's a great deal. So that is where we stand with that. If you have additional feedback, if you've watched that past video and you have something to say about the update on this, on these plans that I have for my family, again, go ahead and leave it in the comments. So guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you're so inclined, I'll pop up the subscribe button right over here, and you can click on that if you want to see more of my content in the future. I'll also throw up some links over here in this direction if you want to go straight to one of my other videos. Guys, if you're riding, be safe, and if you're not riding, get riding. This is that one guy, and I'm out.